Hey, Townsend Labs fans and friends! Happy New Year! Myself and the entire team at Townsend Labs would sincerely like to wish you a happy, healthy, and creatively inspiring new year. You know, it's been roughly 3 years ever since we launched the Sphere L22 with this really successful Indiegogo campaign that I know a lot of you guys supported back then. And we've been working really hard to give back and add value. When we first launched the microphone, we started with 11 mic models, and now the microphone includes 30 stunning sounding microphone models at no additional cost. We've also been working really hard with our friends over at Universal Audio, doing the Ocean Way microphone collection and the Putnam collection, of course. And then there's the added AES DSP support for all of you folks that are running Pro Tools HDX systems that we did in mid-2019. So lots of good stuff, but really what this is all about is you guys. The Sphere community that's just been growing and just been incredible to watch, you know, whether it's on Instagram stories and messages, on our really vibrant Facebook community, the users and fans group. If you're not a member there, please, search for that on Facebook and you'll find us. Join us there. You know, it's just been really great watching guys and gals, sharing content, sharing your experiences, helping each other out when there's a problem, because let's face it, problems sometimes happen. And all of that good stuff. It's just been really, really great. And I want to thank you for that personally and on behalf of Chris and Eric. So we're going to kickstart this new year 2020 with some really cool stuff. Of course, we're going to be at NAMM, which is our biggest show of the year, which is happening in mid-January. This year, we'll have a bigger booth and we'll be in a new location. But most importantly, our friends over at Avid have invited us to their main stage for a series of presentations that are happening each show day. So, for example, Chris Townsend and I, we're going to sit down and chat a little bit about the history of the company and kind of the core technology behind Sphere. And then on another day, we'll have Cassidy Turbin, who's a Grammy-winning producer, engineer, and musician on stage with us. Cassidy is a fantastic engineer that a lot of you guys will know from his work for the artist Beck. I personally can't wait to sit down with him and talk about how he uses Sphere in his studio. I know that he's a Pro Tools user, so we'll definitely be covering AES DSP usage. Speaking of presentations, the good people at the AES, the Audio Engineering Society, have once again invited us to the AES Academy. That's a separate conference program that's happening in parallel to the NAMM show at the Anaheim Hilton Hotel. You need a dedicated ticket for it. You can't get in with your NAMM pass, but this year they're only $25 for AES members, and I highly recommend checking that out because there's a lot of value, lots to learn, lots of great speakers by a whole host of different companies, but also independents. Really great stuff happening there. Again, you can find the info on our website. I'll be doing a presentation on virtual microphones, mic modeling, kind of the broad stroke background, everything you need to know if you're considering getting a microphone modeling system or if you're really just curious about the technology. And then on Saturday, I'll be also doing a workshop on microphone modeling with a specific focus on audio education and all the benefits that a mic modeling system like Sphere has for audio education. If you're an educator in music production or audio technology, I highly recommend that you check out that presentation, and I personally would love to see you there. Now, I realize that was a lot of information about NAMM, and I don't expect you to memorize it all. So instead, we've put up a page on our website at townsendlabs.com/NAMM, where you can read up on everything that we have planned for the show. You can find the links to the Avid website as well, and of course to the AES Academy with info on registration and all of that stuff. So NAMM, of course, is going to be the place to be in January, but I understand that unfortunately not everybody can make it there. Not to worry. First of all, at least some of the presentations that we're doing with Avid are going to be streamed live on the internet. You'll find more information about that on our Facebook and on our Instagram for sure. Secondly, I'm actually going to be sitting down with Cassidy Turbin ahead of the show at his North Hollywood studio to talk about AES DSP, to talk about Sphere, and all of the work that he does with the microphone. So that's going to be coming out later this year, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And now would be a good time to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so. Furthermore, we're going to be doing the Tech Award giveaway drawings after the NAMM show. So that's something to watch out for as well if you've entered that giveaway. Keep your fingers crossed that we're going to win the award, because if we do, we're going to give away a second L22. Last, but by no means least, I'm super thrilled about all the great content that we have planned for you guys in the next couple of months. Chris Townsend sat down with Alan Sides, the Grammy-winning producer, engineer, and microphone curator behind the Ocean Way microphone collection that we've done with Universal Audio. Then we have more insights from Grammy-winning producer-engineer Joe Chiccarelli, who has been a Sphere supporter since the early days. There's of course the Cassidy Turbin video coming, and we have more performance videos coming as well. So lots of great stuff, and I can't wait to share it with you. So stay close, stay awesome, and see you soon. Bye.